It's your girl CECE, and we are live right now, Club Live, for the Power Move Symposium. And I'm with my boy, Mr. DAMON Freshwater.
What's up? What's up? Let me keep the mic right here. What's up with y'all? How y'all doing?
So I'm so glad that you had an opportunity to come and talk to me a little bit about what happened inside. You know, I saw a lot of artists, and they were coming here to get a lot of information, and I felt like you were very empowering. Can you tell me a little bit about where you came from and how you're here today and how you're here to help?
All right, well, yeah, first thing, CeCe, you're doing lovely. I just want to say they're looking good out here. She looks even better in person. Trust me, people, she does. But no, I started doing entertainment right after college. Like really right before I graduated from college. While I was in college, I was with a company called Enigma Entertainment that was started with one of my frat brothers in Elizabeth City State University in North Carolina.
Nice.
And he kind of told me, like, you know, when you graduate, I'm firing you. And he did that because he said, you got to go out and you got to do it on your own. I'm glad that you was here for this. So when I graduated, I came home, I started a management company, managed a few local artists, even ended up managing a few DJs, and then just through that, just been in love with the industry and striving hard to make things happen. Because of that, I'm able to manage, I'm now managing Poet Taylor for WPGC 95.5 for the Joe Claire Morning Show. Wake up with them every morning, WPGC 95.5. Shout out to them. I've been able to work with great people like Miss Donna Jones of Ostel Media on CW. I've been able to work with Clarence, the guy that's producing this segment. I'm giving him his props because Clarence is the man. George with Main Girl, just a few other different people, and just grind it out, and that's how I kind of got started.
Well, I think that's great. I just want to get right into it. A lot of the artists in the DMV area that are independent artists, I always sit down and talk to them, and I ask them, what do they feel will help them to be a better independent artist? And they always say they want, you know, someone to come back that has already been put on, like a Wale or a Fat Trell or a Shy Glizzy, and then come put the rest of the city on. They feel like they can't do it by themselves. Can you kind of go into that and tell me if you feel like that's true, or is that a myth?
I mean, I would say there is some truth, but there's also a myth to it. There's some truth in a sense that if you do get an opportunity and it can advance yourself, I would never tell anybody not to take that opportunity, whether the opportunity be home or abroad, right? The thing is, once you've made it that way, you want to make sure that you do try to open up doors. And in some degree, you have opened up doors because the mere fact that you're from here means other people will start looking at it. The biggest thing that I would say that makes it semi-false is we have to stop looking for others to put us on. We have to start thinking about it from a standpoint of we're going to put ourselves on. We're going to respect our own story. We're going to respect our own music. We're going to really focus on us, because when we support each other, support becomes infectious.
I agree.
You know, if you get 10,000 people in DC to say, wow, this artist is great, you're going to get 10,000 people in Baltimore that says, wow, this artist is great, who's going to get 10,000 people in Philly, so on and so forth. So it all starts really with just respecting yourself and loving yourself and your own individual home base and getting them to love you. And I think the artist that does that first is going to do something bigger than every other artist that's done it. You heard it here first. This is my prediction. The artist that grabs the city on their own, the artist that does it here first, will be the biggest artist to ever come out.
Well, speaking to that point, and you being here tonight, how useful do you feel like you were in this symposium and being a panelist member? And do you feel like the information was received well by the artists that were here based on their questions? And just tell me a little bit about your experience being up there and what was discussed.
I mean, I think it did. I think because we got some really good questions. We got people that you can tell really love what they do, and they're honestly just trying to find a better way to get it out there, to get to that next level. I kind of consider myself and some of the people on the panel as like the frontiers. Years ago, we were the ones that were just trying to figure this thing out and just ran out there and learned it and took some of the bumps and bruises. So we're able to kind of tell some more people, we're able to kind of tell people what our experiences were, and hopefully they learn from it and can move forward.
That's awesome. I think that's great. And you know, being here and you being able to say that, and I know that you manage artists as well. What is the worst mistake that you've seen an independent artist do that you've managed?
Wow. The worst thing I would say is, I think sometimes independent artists, when they get a little bit of buzz, they feel like they got a lot.
Okay.
So one of the worst things you can do is get big-headed because you had a song that just played on the radio.
Oh my gosh, yes.
You know, like your song played on the radio and you're just like, oh, the Bentley's coming tomorrow. They just played my song on the radio, the Bentley's coming tomorrow. I'm going on tour. Nah, you gotta still grind. You gotta still act like you're hungry. I don't care if you get a Grammy nomination. You should still have that same hunger like you're trying to get there, but remain humble. So sometimes when you get small victories, you look at them, some independent artists look at them like they're major and they didn't do anything.
Well, I think that's good and great advice, and also pointing out the mistakes as well. What is the best thing that you've seen an independent artist do that you've managed, or what's the best advice that you've given them, and how have they taken that and executed it?
I think sometimes the best advice is to kind of, I have an artist right now, Rushton. He's a hip-hop reggae artist.
Cool.
He's with the Dro Boys. And at one point, Rushton was doing a lot of shows. And then he was like, you know what? Let's sit back. Let's start working on what's going to be that song for us. And he's taking the time. He's working on the songs, developed his craft, got deeper into his craft. And even though material that he did before was good material, it's 10 times better now. Because he said, let me stop and just get re-enveloped in the craft of making music. Because a lot of times people don't respect it as a craft.
That's right.
You know, they feel like somebody throw a beat on, I'm gonna say some words that rhyme with each other, and everybody's gonna dance and party and we done made it. No, It's a craft.
Yeah.
So I would say that he focused on being an artist.
Okay.
He stopped being a rapper and became an artist. So I would say that's the thing. If this is something that you want to do, if you want to be a performer, fall in love with the craft. Fall in love with the hard work that you have to put in to craft your work so that you can make masterpieces and not just something that anybody can listen to and throw away. That's about the biggest, I would say. I hope that answered the question.
It was great. If an artist wanted to get some more knowledge from you, I mean, you just sat here and this was no more than about 5 minutes, and you've blessed me with so much information as well that I will want to pass on. And I know that people are going to really love and gravitate to this interview, but if they wanted to reach out to you, how can they do that?
Best way to reach out to me, honestly, find me out here. That's the best way. I'm not just going to give it to you because then I perpetuate you can just email somebody, you can just hit somebody on their social media and it's going to happen. If you're out here and you see me and you got good product, holla at me. You want to pick my brain, pick my brain. Heck, you might know something that I don't even know. We can learn from each other. So get out there, really get out there. If you see me, let's get up.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, you heard it right here. Heads Up TV. We are live at the Power Moves Symposium. And I got my man, Mr. DAMON Freshwater, and he just blessed us. So if you're out here, you better find him. This is the man to talk to.
Y'all take it easy. Heads up. CECE looks so pretty, don't she? She looks so pretty.